Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome. Today is Tuesday, second stream of the week. Have not really been on. We took yesterday off after a pretty long weekend. We also did the roguelike tier list, which felt like it used a lot of my energy. So I'm happy to have that out, and now we get to do basically whatever I want. Well, to some degree anyway. I do need to... Looks like they add some markers on the map, which is nice. They did a bunch of updates for this game. So we're here to de-rustify and also see like how much better does this feel. And then like I just like to play the game in general, you know? What more can I possibly ask for? We have 852 currency, though I think they did an update where you get more like default hearts, max lives. I paid for this. Didn't they start you off with 3 now? I thought I saw that in a patch. Maybe they already gave me my money back. Maybe. I slightly doubt it, but let us click in, see if anything else has changed. This is 1,000. That is... I don't remember what this character does. Oh, it shows you all your unlocked items. Okay. She has grapple hook for us. I think it's even more expensive than the cowl. Yeah, 1,500. Alright, so we won't be doing anything, and I don't know if I got my money back. Which is whatever. I guess I don't care that much. The markers on the map appear to be... What's that out there? Oh, is that our new biome? 900 away? Ice biome? That's legit. Let's check this out. And then we will be good to go. Yo, Mary, good to see you. Glad to be able to catch a stream. Love this game so much, but it's so hard. They just did a difficulty pass on their last update. I haven't been looking into the reviews all that much, but it does seem as though a lot of people consider the game to be fairly difficult. I mean, shoutouts to any dev who says that we will actually make an adjustment. Worst case scenario, like, they don't do it at all, right? They say, our game's perfect, just get good. Not knowing that there's, like, a bunch of people having the same issue. Yo, snow biome's legit. Like, I could sit here and say, oh, I never had a problem with the game, but I don't know. For all I know, I might end up hard losing here. That being said, I think that means there's a difficulty slider somewhere. I don't know how you're supposed to change the difficulty in this. See if it's in here. So we have general. Controls. Huh. Maybe somewhere on the overworld there's difficulty. You have it on easy, but you're still finding it a little hard. Where do you change the difficulty? I want to know what I'm on right now. It must be in the main hub, I would imagine. I feel like going for the challenge this early is a little difficult, but we'll see. Because like you have no relics to go off of. It's in settings. Maybe I can't do it while I'm in a run. I have to do it outside the run. We'll take a look in just a second. I guess this is where like cowl and stuff is gonna help. Because like I can't get that extra bounce. Yo, Pyro, good to see you. Ooh, whatever that orb in the center was looked fun. Yo, this area is sick. Boosted. Oh my god, I took damage from that? Sheesh. I love the circles that are just off in the middle of nowhere. Fun tutorial. I think if you not if you lock in. I don't want to say that, but once you get it, you just get it. And it's so fun. But I'm glad they put in some difficulty settings, because that seemed to be an issue that multiple people had. Oh, we need to heal. Oh, that thing does damage? I thought it just slows you. Or else I wouldn't have gone for that. Because see, I can't always go for the spinny. This like DNA looking thing. Gonna have to right now. Alright, at least we were able to clear this. Could have been very bad if I didn't. Pyro, are you playing this as well? I think I've asked you before, Pyro, what you're playing. Spark pickup, restore HP. Probably have to do it. On non-perfect landings, get a perfect. That's actually really cool. You know, I wonder if 300 meters? Now, spark pickup's gotta be better, right? Because, like, all it takes is one row of sparks and it'll be better. Oh, they changed the font? Oh, and they added reroll. Okay. Gain energy, perfect landing, HP. I think we have to take this now to just not die. Just had a sad visit to the vet. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. River's getting up there in age. I know we're gonna have to do the same thing soon. Oh, jeez. Knock on wood. Fair. I'm gonna be a mess. Tear it up, just think about it. Pyro. Chat, can we get some arrow 3s, some hearts in the chat for Pyro? Much love to you all and the animals. Pyro, this run's for you. Hopefully you get some good vibes out of this. Sucks I already, like, lost that life, but that's okay. Deserved. See, like, even if I miss all those, even getting the tail end of those hearts, or those stars, is so much healing, I think. Dang, we are not getting S's here. Yeah, one thing I love them to do is make it so that the OST doesn't reset if the music's supposed to be the same. Ooh. This area is sick. What in the world? How do they cook this map so much? Go for the big jump right here. I was about to say, where am I going? Ow. Who told them they could cook an ice biome like this? About to go straight into the lava plume. My god. Still just a D. Either I'm not getting enough perfects or I'm not going fast enough. I'll do the heal. I was gonna say, like, I love a shot, but I don't really want to do heal twice. Whenever you came to us, wish you could have stayed longer. I know. I wish you could. Can't talk all of a sudden. Chat, we had coffee today. And then after that, I tried to work on some YouTube stuff. And I think mentally I still haven't really woken up yet. The coffee was good though. I don't know what my deal is. It must be from the day off I took yesterday. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What is that? Holy, that is actually sick. All right, let's try to boost more. I must be holding my boost for too long, waiting on Haste 2 to get released. Especially like, oh wow. If there's no death in front of me, then I could probably do boost. I love when you skim across the top of something and they give you the perfect for it. Like, what in the world? Thank you, game. It's almost like doing a trick, almost. Yo, Marzi, good to see you. You've been playing Warriors Abyss every day, got to the final boss with Nobunaga. Busted build, Thanos snapped in second phase. Was that your first time getting to second phase of Goma? I don't think that's spoiler. It was? Yeah, the first phase, like, it definitely puts you in a comfy mindset, and then they throw that second phase at you, and my god. Either way, like, good job getting to that point. I feel like Nobunaga's pretty high up on the unlock list, but maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, I still have to post that Atelier video for those guest characters they added. Yeah, I did that way too early. You get to the third boss and I had a hard time fighting him. Yeah, the third boss, unless you mean the fourth boss. Third boss is the Grim Reaper. Fourth boss is the I think it's either Lu Bu or it's someone else. Someone told me who it was, but I already forgot. Dang, that could have been very dangerous. They got guns? Not worth? I don't think it was worth it. Ooh. That's not good. All right, we gotta tighten up. I feel like that thing one-shotted me. Okay, bullets hurt, confirmed. I actually didn't get that. All right, big. Whew. About to say I fell for the exact same trap that got me hit the first time. See, like, I can't go for that. Thing's off in the middle of nowhere. All right. Yeah, the hero before Goma, I believe it's the fourth boss. And yeah, sometimes I find that to be the hardest boss of the game, is the hero. Yeah, we haven't figured out what this thing is yet. Zoe, get back! I'll protect you. I don't think... Leave her alone! It wasn't gonna hurt me. I wonder what it is. It just shows us stuff. It shows me bugs and flowers. Interesting. It's like, hey, look at this. Look at this worm. Look at this spider I found. Look at this beetle. Just picking up anything off the ground. Yeah, I knew that was gonna be a bad idea, but we have heal in the kit. Just have to be a little careful because it is a slowdown. And I can't spend too much energy because I have to jump over stuff like this. What kind of Sonic CD music? Why does it sound like Stardust Speedway or something? Bad future. Yo, I had like a really good segment. Typically that map scares me, but this was not that bad. I had to play really slow against them because you had no more Death Defiances. Which is funny to think of Death Defiances in a Dynasty Warriors game. That's so funny. We'll get the repeating energy. I don't think it speaks. All it knows are bugs. The sign language. Uh-oh. It knows. Follow the giant sentinel thing. All right, I think we're gonna get the non-perfect and then re-roll. It looks like they may have lowered the prices of stuff. Per point of energy used. Gain invulnerability. Kind of sick. Like, could you just plow through a building if you're in a hoverboard? Or do you get the iframes after? One way to find out, right? That was a fake perfect. Ooh, the healing effect's really cool. No, I just went straight through it. That's the speedrun relic. But like I said, we have to use our boost so we get good scores. Devs, why was there no freaking circle inside of that? That was perfect timing. Like through here? Ain't no way there's nothing in there. Yo, Flarg, good to see you. Thanks to you, I picked up this game, finished it today. So much fun. I'm trying to be like you, Flargon. I'm behind. We took a couple of days off. We haven't played this since, what, last Tuesday? I mean, surely it knows what a butterfly is, right? Doesn't it just hang around the butterfly the whole time? It only just now had the intrusive thought to eat it. I suggest trying to get the cowl. Yeah, so since I'm like behind, I have nothing unlocked yet. Whoa. My FPS dropped slightly during that. If I don't stay on the ground, I can't get hit. Crap. Yeah, I was gonna say, I watched our buddy SD play a little bit. He's got the grapple hook unlocked, which does look like fun. Yeah, someone was telling me that the rank is actually a percentage of your total score. So I guess if you get... No, I think if you get no sparks in the map, you still get sparks at the end based on your score. I don't know. A dangerous place. Passing through an unstable world, Zoe has ended up in a dangerous place. At least she's not alone. Nyada has found not only her, but the way out. Run! Go, go, go! Move! Gotta get going. I'll try to hop back in later. Thanks for stopping by, Mary. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Find the portal. Didn't they say that they know where the portal is? Why do I still have to find it? Try to keep your eyes peeled. Alright, I see it. That's really good. I do wish the devs were a little more transparent about the stats. I beat the game and still don't know what luck does. Yeah, because luck could be anything from the rarity of items that show up to like the tier of the map itself, or even if there's like, let's say the train on biome, what was that, biome 2? If that is tied to luck. If you consider the train to be a good thing, like maybe the rings that you jump through, maybe those are tied to luck. Like they only show up if you have a decent luck stat. To be fair, this wasn't released into early access. This is a finished game. But they are taking feedback. They've done a couple of updates so far, right? Don't they already have this? What happens if you get 2? I can't... Wait, what? Why can't I go over to it? I can only go to these. It's not a bug, is it? Not enough money to buy something else. I'm gonna assume when I exit that if I can't go over to it, it is a bug. No, I can definitely hover over both. But like, what does it mean to have 2 of these? Do they activate at the same time or do they activate separate? All right, new boss. We got the snake. Oh, this might be the thing from the trailer. It looks like the Sonic Frontiers boss. Ooh. Oh my god, this is almost exactly like Sonic Frontiers. This is so sick. This is a great boss design. I love this. And this is only me assuming that you have to hit his head. Because it does look like a core. Oh my god. There's no quick step in this game like there is in Sonic. I guess I don't need to follow it, right? We should cut it off. Oh my god, that is not how you attack it. Has to be from the back. Oh my god. All right, if we had jump, this would be a lot easier. This is like peak boss design to me, though. Oof. Like I said, we do heal. There we go. All right, we gotta heal up. This one's only 3 hits though, which is a little nice. All right, where'd it go? Over there somewhere. This music though, what in the world? All right, 180. It goes so far. Dang. That was my attempt at trying to get like a good thing out of a bad situation. Ooh. Never seen this game before? Is it difficult? Some people say yes, it is. But they just added difficulty settings that weren't there in the beginning. All right, bunch of stuff unlocked. They do have endless mode. I like the OST of that boss. That's a good one. I mean, they're all good, but that one was like especially good for some reason. We do some endless. I think the first endless I tried, I died instantly. I don't know if there's global leaderboards or anything. Like, where's my progress for... Uh-oh. For endless show up? Yeah, see, this is why I end up freaking dying instantly. Like, one mistake and the endless runs over. So yeah, the dev's done a few updates so far. One of them being a difficulty pass. So it seems like even if it's difficult, they're at least receptive to feedback, which is great. Some devs don't even do that. I think sparks at this point only heal us. 10 hours to complete the game. And now you gotta pump the difficulty up. And do endless. We're back in Balatro now. I don't know if I got that. I'm gonna go through that ball one of these days. Dang. I have a feeling my double fake perfect landing thing does not stack. But we'll see. Oh crap, I should have gone up. I wonder if you can still get cursed areas. Or corrupted area, whatever you want to call it. Oh, I wanted that so bad. This could be a problem. Ugh. Why did they put the ring all the way over there? What am I supposed to do with that? But yeah, whatever the luck, like this right here, right? Am I really supposed to be using that one that's inside the sword hilt? Oh, we're freaking dead. Chat, I messed up. We're so back. Like, it's at such a weird angle. There's no way you're supposed to hit those. No corrupted areas, and then you get item choices every 5 levels. Thank you, thank you. That's high level intel. See, like, what if the luck stat determines how many... Oh, wow. How many swords there are on the map. Or maybe it has something to do with your perfect landings. I don't know. Sheesh, I can't get anything off. That was probably bad. Yo, industrial zone. This is luck. We never get to see this. Ow. Ooh, the iframes on energy use. Sheesh. What's the roguelike part? So the entire area is procedurally generated. Then you actually are getting relics that do different things. So for right now, I have health gain on energy shard pickup. Energy use gives us iframes. So I could potentially like crash through a building and not actually take any damage from it if I'm in hoverboard mode. So the roguelike is just like sort of enhancing how you're gonna do the platforming. You're always gonna be doing the platforming, but like you may change some of the dynamics of it based on what you picked up. Oh wow, you can run on that? That's sick. That's a sick. See, little stuff like that. That was a procedurally generated ramp. That's the roguelike part. It's also permadeath, so like if you fail the stage, you have to redo the whole stage. So in that way, like each stage is a run of the roguelike. I'm sure someone would just call it a platformer with roguelike mechanics. Sheesh. I'm not gonna die. Not like this. Where's the healing? Wow, now I see where like 300 meters of healing would have been nice, because I have no sparks to pick up. Has it not been 5 stages? Ooh, we got Rainbow Road! This is, oh my god. Crap! I can't wall run back up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is not good. Why am I getting hurt on Rainbow Road? Isn't this like the fastest route? Oh my god, why was that so slow? Should I have stayed on the ground? The endless mode is different from the endless mode. You start from the hub world. I didn't know there was a hub world version. Ah. Beware. Oh, is the statue here? The Sentinel? Ooh. Yeah, it is. Wow, it followed me back to town. It's harmless, I think. I like it. Ooh. Get away, beast! I kind of like it. It's it seems to not be doing anything. And to be fair, the character design on it's actually kind of legit. Almost looks like a Hades boss. All right. Has anyone here played Dungreed? I have played Dungreed. I actually like it. It's a pretty deep game, to be honest. I don't want to say it's like Isaac levels of deep, but it's fairly close to that as you keep building out the entire village. My only issue with Dungreed is I feel like... What's my issue with Dungreed? I feel like it's a very long game, first off. Because each biome takes a little bit to get through. And I want to say it's a lot of biomes before the final boss. I've never gotten to the final boss, though. So I feel like in my own runs that are like an hour 30 and I still haven't seen the final boss, it must be very long. They are making a new game, though, which I think already came out. It's up on Steam right now. Maybe early access, but I'm not sure. Are they still arguing? Chat, you gotta get along. Life's too short. And look around you. The whole universe is collapsing. There's no time like the present to make up. Yeah, and to be fair, like, I'm kind of looking after myself right now. They aren't giving me any credit. Maybe we'll give Dungreed a try, although I probably should play Hades too. Yeah, new game is Sari something, and it's got good reviews so far. I could potentially check it out in the near future. All right, here's the thing right here. Oh, what is that? Is it for me? But you need anti-sparks to make it work. Would 2,000 be enough? We don't know what it's offering. At least, I mean, I can see it via spoilers, but... let's go ahead and grab this with our first 1K. Summon the power of the sage to help you reach the skies or stay flying longer. Equipable abilities. You can now switch to another ability, replacing the board. Upon opening the item view, choose the ability. Yeah, this is where I was talking about spoilers. Like, it kind of shows you exactly what's in here. So this replaces the hoverboard? I don't know if I like that, but we'll have to check it out. I think they also buffed it. Because people said that it wasn't as, wasn't as useful, I guess? I mean, I haven't tried it myself, so I have no idea. Oh, difficulty. Yeah. Oh, wow, you can change all of this stuff. Landing precision, item cost, damage taken. Difficulty is easy, medium, and hard. Hard is just 25% more obstacles and 25% more cost. I'll try it. Put it all on max after we beat the game, sure. Oh, let's try out the new thing. Oh, that's gonna really slow us down, though. Little scary. Alright, I thought I was on shard 5 at this point, but this is fine. Oh wait, no, I did 4. So now we have to do that one over there. That's gonna take some getting used to. I don't think it's necessarily bad, but it's definitely not the hoverboard. Yo, even the exploration music's pretty good. What does hoverboard do that's different? Hoverboard is a speed boost, but it also gives you a little bit of momentum forward. So like if you're already kind of going up at an angle, you'll go even further up at that angle. Whose coconut is this? Chat, there's random coconuts and balls just rolling around. Can't eat the fruit? That's yours? Chat, when was the last time you had a real coconut in your hands? Not like candy or an almond, not almond joy. Mounds. Mounds is the one that has coconuts in it, right? Yeah, I don't know if they still make coconuts anymore. Wait, it asked me for a seed? Oh, maybe if you don't run in. There we go. Okay. Yeah, you can only find them artificially. And they're usually like cut up or part of some kind of coconut water or coconut milk kind of deal. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's definitely not hoverboard. Oh, we don't have our relics. All right, we got a little bit of a learning curve here. Oh, you can flap it. I didn't know we had Flappy Bird in here. That's like a banned game. They put Flappy Bird in this game. You can't find that anymore. This whole stream is about you can't find stuff anymore. Wow, that's a C. They do see them a lot, but don't touch or buy them because you don't need them. What, you mean at the grocery store? Wow, this area is sick. See, but like, I need the speed. I'm only going 95 miles an hour. I'm about to fall asleep. If I'm not pushing 120 minimum, it's a snooze fest. It's resident sleeper. I'm back in the RAV4. I need to be in the Bugatti. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's, not good. Something from nothing. Zoe watches the Wraith in wonder. With only a moment of focus, it seems to materialize things in the hand. Crystals burst of light and puffs of dust. Energy gain up, item cost down. No, energy gain down, item cost down. I don't think I can do that. Well, I guess to be fair, what are we using energy for? We're just flappy. We've discovered a bunch of stuff. If you have any questions, let me know. You're probably better equipped to answer that than most people of the agency. There are some deep disturbances like waves in space-time. He's just going off. Yeah, we don't know what's going on. Alright. We need speed. Apparently I got none. This could be a problem. Slower is safer? So behind me is a wave of corruption that will kill me if I'm going too slowly. So while yes, slower gives me more opportunity to not make a mistake, if I go too slow, I die. So there is that. We definitely need some boost or something. Like, energy gain is worthless, I think. The black hole is just there. It almost seems like you get a little bit of a boost just by pressing L2. Just to get off the ground, almost like it does a running jump. I'm just getting like really bad rewards here. I have no money for the shop. I definitely wish I did. Yeah, I guess that's when you would use the wings. Like, that's legit, I think. Chat, we are on hard mode, by the way. Oh my god, yeah, you do get a boost of some kind. But I guess you can't maintain the boost like you can with hoverboard. That's kind of fun. Wait, okay, now I see it. I see it. Oh. And I do like the bird sound it makes too. Like just the generic bird audio. About to say, am I gonna die the exact same way? That was a landmine. Still a C. If we can figure out how to get S's with Cowl, we'll be all set. Like, how do I just do that over and over again? I wonder if my score is different because we're on hard mode now. Kind of an interesting perfect they just gave me. I guess to be fair, hoverboard can't do that. Save you from rear-ending somebody. Ow. Alright, we need boost. Everything's so expensive. $100 every time we enter a fragment. So it cost me $600, right? Ooh. It'd be cool if there was like get sparks by going through stuff like that as a relic. About to say, don't forget the sparks now. We do need money. You're okay. Woohoo! Chat, we reached 115 miles an hour. That's Prague U. If we can hit 120, we can die happy. If I'm still full HP, I'll go into the corruption. This is bad. Where in the world was the game sending me? You know what? Hard mode? Pretty fun. Pretty fun. Just to say that. I don't know what the game considers a hazard, because I can spawn more of it. Like, is it just more cacti? Or is it the volcanoes? Rainbow Road! We're so in there. Okay, so the cowl for Rainbow Road, really good. Because I could just do that. Hoverboard can't do that. Oh my god! Where am I? My vertigo. V, get on the ground. I'm getting sick. This is really fun. Finally, our first S thanks to Rainbow Road. Now we just need to have that on every single route. Freaking landmines. Not great. Not great. Ow. Yeah, trying to figure out how to go faster with the wings. Wow, that actually got touched. I guess you can almost think of it as a way to like maintain a straight line better. Because like the more you go up and down, probably the slower you are at traversing through a map. How do you think this all started? I mean, from the very beginning, something has to have started it, right? Maybe it's always been like this? The universe has always had cracks, growing wider. And no one knew until now. That's scary. You're telling me ain't no one know there was a single crack out there? Yo! Isco! Up and up that window kill. Thank you for that. Good to see you. Uh-oh. I wonder if she's supposed to be a robot or if it's a human. Because the other ones that we see that aren't Ava, they are robots, I believe. You're with the agency. Goodbye. All right. All right. We got our heal. We have $2,000. Definitely gonna pad to the shop. Even though we do have a corrupted area. Ugh. Oh my god, that was over half my HP. Well then. You know, if I could hazard a guess, I would say that we might be dead. I love to see a side-by-side of hard mode versus normal. The music though. The music though. V, turn it up. I don't have controls to do like immediate sound up. Technically I do, but I haven't figured out how to get the Rodecaster to work on the sliders and feed it to the stream. Do you like to eat cabbage or lettuce, like a raw bowl of them? I'm gonna say no. Oh crap, I don't know if I can do this now because we took too much damage. I guess if someone gave me a bowl of cabbage, maybe I would mess with it for a little bit, but just a raw bowl of lettuce? I may as well just eat grass outside and get the same sensation. I don't know who would ever want to do that. To be fair, like if you show me a charcuterie board or whatever it's called that has like raw broccoli on it, I don't touch that either. But you roast some broccoli? Shoot, I'll even take it boiled. I'd rather have that than raw broccoli. Even with like dip or something, I don't care for that at all. I may as well just grab a stick off of my lawn and just chew on it. We got 0 healing this entire time. Chat, give me 1 second after this. Whoa. What's wrong with my graphics? This is laggy. Do you all see this? Why has it got a pixel filter? Who was it that finished the game? Is this normal? Is this like, is this luck base for the roguelike? B, you have a 0.1% spawn for this to happen. We might die. This is not normal, right? Yo, those look tasty. Sound dev. Oh, we're dead. Ain't no way. Sheesh. Has anyone ever paused the game when playtesting? That'd be so funny if the answer is no. Rare bug when pausing the game. Active burst of speed upwards, but we technically do that already. On death! They have Death Defiance? Ignore death, restore HP, get invulnerability. They put Death Defiance in the Sonic the Hedgehog roguelike game. That's nuts. We're freaking dead. Alright, new boss, world premiere, the convoy. Alright, they got turrets. Oh, it's this thing. Oh my god. Armored core? Ravens rise up? I mean, so many perfect calls being up here. Where are my ravens at? Oh, that was so bad. I have healing on close call and that's it. Oh, that was so greedy of me. I thought... Oh. That Defiance popped. I thought the rings always counted as close calls. Not the World War Z hum. Oh, not World War Z. War of Worlds is what we're thinking of. All right, I have 1 HP. Almost went right into that. All right, clean. Clean. Limpia. It's a limpia. Sharp 5, not bad. That was hard mode. I don't know if we get bonus sparks for beating it on hard mode or not. We'll do endless. I'm gonna die instantly. It doesn't matter. Do I still have my Death Defiance? Oh, we get all of our hearts back. And endless. Yo, that's what's up. You should play Solar Ash. Is that by the devs of Hyperlight Breaker? I'm already playing Hyperlight Breaker. I mean, I'm not right now, but eventually I'll get back to that game. I promise. I think they've done a couple of updates. I'm sure it's better now. It has to be better now. It can't be any worse. I'm working on eventually a video for roguelikes for 2025. And I'd like to have that one in the list. I gotta remember to write that down. Forgot about it. No bathroom breaks for beta testers. To be fair, when I'm streaming, I rarely take a bathroom break. The only time I do is if I know that an ad's about to happen on Twitch. But like, if I don't press the play ad button myself, chances are I'm not taking a break. It's not good, just to say that. Wow. Well, answer the question about Death Defiance coming back. Am I dead? Girl, move! What was that all about? She just stayed in the air the whole time. Girl, move! That was bullcrap. New Sonic game just dropped? You're looking at it right now. All my hours of Sonic X Shadow Generations. Finally to pay off. Oh, flight lets you stabilize before you get like a okay on the ground. There's a mine in there. Healing from close calls, by the way. I'm still not full HP. Who's shooting? Solar Ash is great. Is it a platforming game? Like, I remember seeing a trailer for it, but at this moment, I don't remember what the actual gameplay was it for Solar Ash. Oh, I just killed myself. All right. With Cowl, do not use it at like maximum altitude. Even though Grandma made it seem like, oh yes, you want to use it to soar in the skies, I don't think you want to use it like that at all. Be perfectly honest. I think that's the worst way to play the Cowl. Like, I'm trying to undulate over here, and it's not helping. Death Defiance. It's not helping. I never caught up. All right. We still finished it. Quick time check. That was about an hour. I think that was a good warm-up. Solar is a cryptic horror and Sonic 3D platformer. We'll take a look at that trailer in just a second. There's a couple of trailers I want to look at too before we get into our Path of Exile segment. Let me just see what this person is. I'm not sure anyone has good of sense of things these days as you. And when you're running, have you noticed how time doesn't seem to make sense? For me, a minute is a minute and an hour is an hour. But then for you, sometimes hours have passed in one of my minutes. Or a minute in one of my hours. I was gonna say, is she in like the Flash setup? But it's also in reverse. Sometimes a minute passes in the real world when it's been a full hour for her. That's awful. The other side is awful too. Like, time is moving faster for everybody else. They're both scary in their own right, I suppose. I don't think I want to do the meta just yet. Probably max energy would be nice. Item rarity would be nice. We probably need some item rarity just to make sure we get unlocks. But like this stuff, I don't feel like I outright need it. So right now we're kind of saving all of our money for the power-ups. Right now we have the cowl. And then we have to wait for grapple hook. All right, Solar Ash. Because every time I play this game, someone asks about Solar Ash. And I have never actually looked at it. All right, let's see what you all are talking about. I assume it's not a roguelike. $40. That's a little bit up there. 88, 91%. That's really good. Yeah, this is made by the Hyperlight Breaker people. The best type of game. Yo, they got Attack on Titan in here.
Another one. I told you all to leave me.
Yo, they got... I don't even know what to describe this as. Could be a good offline game. Glides like a cosmic something. It was too fast for me. Yo, they got drip. You can be naked. It looks good. Was this 2023? 2022. So it's actually a lot older than I thought. Yeah, I'll wishlist it. Similar to games you've played. Oh. What is Haste similar to? Assassin's Creed Shadows? Star Wars Outlaws? So I respect games like this. This is more like a sandbox kind of game. You don't really call this... I mean, I don't know. I guess I'd have to try it. But it's like exactly this. This is the whole game. And obviously there is fun to be had here. But I do prefer to have some kind of objective. Yo, Indo, good to see you. Tier list was awesome. Very well edited. I'll let my editor know. See, like, it actually does have good gameplay to it, but I need something to do. I need, like, points. I need stars to collect. Or, like, let me put graffiti somewhere. You can tell that they got the tech, right? They 100% have the tech under the hood. No shot can you go actually down into the park, right? Surely the game is only on top of skyscrapers. If they got like all the way down to the bottom, then that is like S tier, assuming that there's actually a game down there, right? Like, imagine you actually can go down here. Or into the parking garage. It's like a glorified tech demo, I feel. Picked up this game hoping for a fun gameplay, did my homework, gave it a shot, and wow, let me just say, this thing deserves a gold medal in Refund Olympics. It launched in early access. Honestly, it's giving strong No Man's Sky at launch vibes, but worse. I don't think that was possible. Give it 6 months and it'll iron out the bugs. This was April. This was today, right? I just don't know what the game is. Like, what do you do? I can see that you do the tricks, but... Like, this looks like they're giving you points. Yeah. They got the S from middle school. Similar to Atelier Ryza 3. On what planet? I swear, they're just making these up. Yeah, some hot takes, but as well defended. Couldn't even be mad. Sound reasoning behind them. Thank you. And for those wondering what Endo's talking about, if you haven't seen yet, we posted roguelike tier list, ranking every action roguelike game I've played. Check out some of these comments. A short hike. That rock climbing game is coming out soon, right? That one I'm actually kind of interested in myself. I don't know if it's a stream-worthy game, but it does look pretty good. Alright, we're just here to look at comments. I guess everything I haven't hearted. Both Risk of Rain... Is that supposed to be Returns? Oh, both Risk of Rains and Wizard of, I assume, Legends 1 are skill issue. We don't have to answer. Peaks of Yore? I don't think that's the name of it. No, it's something that's coming out this year. I don't think it's gonna be in here, right? Because it only shows games that are actually out. Gunfire being an S while Risk of Rain is C is kind of whack. I get it. They have to understand why I don't like Risk of Rain 2 as like a serious game. I'm sorry, but Risk of Rain 2 is not designed to be a party game. How do you expect to not die by standing still in Risk of Rain Returns? Lol, deserved. I love stuff like this. This means that they actually watched the segment, because as a tier list, honestly, you could just toss it up and listen to it in the background of something. And like the footage being shown never has to really do anything with the gameplay and with like whatever I'm trying to articulate. There are some instances where I did try to pair exactly what I wanted to articulate with the footage. And this is almost the opposite of that. Where it's like, I wanted to show poor gameplay to see like how many people are going to pick up on that. Because you know this is going to be the get good crowd. It's talking about Risk of Rain 2 and Returns. And that's okay. So I specifically put in there footage of me doing like the worst gameplay. And some people saw it, which is great. Bro even fails to pick the one character that's designed for me being slow? I'm not gonna answer that. I agree with V's rating. Very casual Risk of Rain 2 player who loves playing it with friends. Trying to play it on my own feels less fun. Only beating the main game solo on medium. C is fair for single player. Risk of Rain 2 is a party game. There's next to no decision making outside of clips. I did have a couple of people who actually came in here and had some agreements with my party game. And like, this was so, like, that was a nail biter putting that into the script. But people are actually replying with exactly that. Returnal is still my favorite game on PS5. Sound, atmosphere, story are amazing. Climb the tower in Biome 4 as the music crescendos was an amazing moment. Free DLC added cool story elements. That gets a heart from me. How does bro's brain play 40 games with different controls? I say the same thing about fighting games. I say the same thing about people playing multiple fighting games. Cry. Like the Justin Wongs and the Sajams out there playing Grand Blue, Guilty Gear, Street Fighter, Tekken, like all of those, especially if you play Tekken. So different. I don't know how people can play all of them at the same time. You're right about the decrease of enjoyment in Hades. I have the same experience. I still need to buy and play part 2. Highly recommend speed running it. The community is super dedicated. S tier because of the speed run. This is still like one of the most played roguelikes on Steam. Funny enough. Hades 1, not Hades 2. So under action roguelike, Hades 1 is number 8, almost tied with Hades 2. Under just roguelike, Hades is number 9. That is nuts. And I guess it's just dedicated community. Same people as probably the Binding of Isaac people, right? How many of these are new installs? And how many of them are people who've been playing the game for 8 years? Think I want to get into Tekken as your first fighting game, Indo, or you're an enthusiast and you just have an itch to play something? Speaking of roguelikes, Tekken always scared you? 8 does look fun. Like, it's fun to watch. I just don't understand how you get out of a combo string. That's my only issue with the game, is that you're like permanently stunned into a wall. But if someone came in and said, V, I am immortal? I don't remember the terminology. I'm in whatever top rank in Tekken. Believe me, there are ways to get out of stuff. That'd be incredible. New Pac-Man Horror Metroidvania. I have that wishlisted. I don't know if it's gonna show up on Steam, but I definitely show my support. All right, what are we here for? We're here for Night Rain. New character trailers for the new FromSoft roguelike game. Just want to close out Haste. All right. We didn't do the playtest of this, unfortunately. Did anyone in my chat do the playtest for this? I mean, to be fair, it looks like just more Elden Ring. I can't imagine that being a bad thing unless you get like a really bad set of teammates who have no coordination. May 30th. All right, we got some time. For some reason, I thought this was going to be a lot sooner than it actually is. I mean, I'm sure May 30th is gonna come around the corner. Didn't I just watch this? How is this any different?
Archery is my domain.
Voice acted. Increase enemy drop rate as a passive.
We cannot miss our mark.
Marks enemies to create temporary weak points. Okay, they got team abilities in here.
Is far from over.
Ultimate art. Shoots a supersonic arrow that pierces any defense. So this is basically Raven's Watch, right? May 30th, 5 days after your birthday. David, you'll have to push your birthday back. You can get massive pogs if you have your birthday during Night Rain's release. New region as well, or new character only? Sorry, Ro, are you talking about Night Rain? I believe Night Rain is a standalone game that just takes place on the Elden Ring map. Yeah, I mean, there could be some new areas, but it's not to say, oh, I get to load up my character in Elden Ring and go to those areas. No, this is like a completely separate experience. It just happens to be on the same map. Which I guess, to be fair, like if you're FromSoft and you have such a great map, why not just make a bunch of games off of it? I don't think you can customize your character though. Like the Witch looked like character customization, but I doubt it. I'm pogged up. I'm subscribed. It can't possibly be bad, right? The only way it's bad is if the netcode is awful. Shoutouts to anyone playing this, by the way. Oops. Check out the reviews. Mixed. Ah, yes. We're back at it with Mixed on release. Love to see it. My issue with the game is I just didn't see a lot of competitive edge to it. Just like any other anime fighting game, I guess. Like, it's better than an arena fighter, but it still doesn't solve the issue of it's an attack string, they block. You get attacked because nothing is plus one block. No footsies, nothing. Very pretty game, though. Sorry, I'm just trying to get some music. April 2nd. Starts off promising, flashy visuals, great cast. Spent 30 of my 40 hours labbing one character. Suifon. This is a popular character who's one of the most mechanically involved characters in the game. You had a whole spreadsheet of damage, lights, heavies, grabs, reverses, justifying optimal routes. Then I moved on to the rest of the cast without very little depth. Light, heavy, Hakugeki, Flash Step, or Hakugeki into SP. This eats your entire meter, takes a third of the match to recover it. Most of the time you're repeating the same short combo string. This is what I saw, and I watched people try the game, and that was my issue with it. The core gameplay loop revolves around landing unskippable ultimate attacks that drain lives. Watching tournament play of the game, this was actually kind of awful. But It's different than Street Fighter, because in Street Fighter or Tekken, like, you usually do these at the end to execute someone. But in Bleach, because everyone has like 8 life bars, the ultimate takes off like 3 life bars. And then like that's the whole game. Like, you need to do the execute to hit their soul HP or something. And only ultimates will do that. No ranked. 2-player lobbies, no spectate, bugs and crashes. Didn't even touch the campaign, never want to. Wow. These games are meant to be played offline. I hear you. I do think that in a world of Marvel Rivals and Call of Duty, what's the latest Call of Duty to be played online? Black Ops 6. Like, do people want to play stuff offline? Maybe the answer is no. Oh yeah, this game. This is from the Dungreed dev. Yeah, so like I watched Diaphone play a little bit of the Bleach game, and like it's a pretty game to look at, but I instantly saw that it's just combo string, block, get countered, and then whoever gets countered the most loses, which is not great, I think, not great. Chat, this new game from the Dungreed dev. Early access, demo is up, $15 game. If you've never seen Dungreed before, Dungreed is a pixel roguelike, but it's 2D platformer. Not top down. This one's top down. Did I play Project Zomboid? I did with Wholesome Verse. It's okay, but games like that, where it's like pure survival with not a lot of objectives, I don't do well in those. Compared to Don't Starve Together, that has objectives. Invincible? No spoilers, please. This game's also listed as inventory management. I wonder if they have a little bit of backpack hero in here. Some base building. I feel like the Dungreed dev always wants some kind of base building. April 3rd, game's out. Yeah, this part right here. And the effects look pretty deep, especially if you have all of this going at the same time. Wonder if this game's legit. I mean, I guess you gotta trust this dev anyway. Just depends on how long the game is. Dungreed is very, very long. Oh yeah, if you could like customize your backpack as well, so it's like all +1 at the top, all -1 on the side. That could be really interesting. Like if you were to say these are curses, so you want to minimize the curses as much as possible. How are the reviews? 86% not mixed? Holy! You never see that. Did I play it again by mistake? As I open Copilot somehow? Love it. Oh, please don't nerf the Ice Hammer. I believe Dungreed is a Korean game. Even better than Dungreed, different build options, including starting weapons, tons of relics, costumes, tight controls, rewarding meta. Don't hear that every day. Fun dungeon exploration and charming, worth the buy. Chat, are we buying this? all the negative reviews are not in English. Some of these might be no translation, but 37 hours? The game came out like 3 days ago, right? There are problems in the early access, I guess. This is also the case of this game. And this late talent needs to play the difficulty. I guess difficulty might be too hard. I don't know if I think it's all like playing Isaac. 3 characters. Developed by a Korean company, the game is quite difficult. I guess that's like a shout out to Korean MMOs. Ragnarok, Lost Ark, etc. So that person said difficulty plus early access stuff. 41 hours, by the way. Bad multiplayer. I mean, if it's just bad multiplayer, I don't care about that. Chat, would you all give a negative review 35 hours in for, like, bad multiplayer, like connectivity, in a game like this? Like, if it was Call of Duty Black Ops 6, where all I want to do is play Warzone, yeah, if Warzone doesn't work, then it's a negative review. But would you give a negative review for this because of its multiplayer? 35 hours in? I guess in some way it's like, if that's not what the dev is good at, then maybe they shouldn't do it at all. Wouldn't do it for an early access problem. They said it's been like that for months, right? The game's only been out since April 3rd. Am I tripping? I mean, obviously it's just translate. This company stayed for 2 months. Like, I don't know. I guess we don't know what that means. Wish list? We might end up giving this a try. It's not super expensive either. And it'll be interesting to see, like, how difficult is it really compared to what some of these reviews are saying. All right. Not bad, not bad. Chat, is there anything else to see for new roguelikes before we change to our Path of Exile segment? Idle. Gnomes. I did see SD play this. Tower defense with some good ideas. It's not really my cup of tea, but I can see why people like it. Reminds me a little bit of Loop Hero as well, because it's not just a tower defense, you're also worried about the environment and trying to get econ as well. So like weeds, pumpkins, flowers, like all that stuff actually does something. And apparently there's bosses. Oh, the cactus is doing damage every time they pass by one. And like, I'd assume all these mushroom houses are something that you can do. People really like these kind of games. Slime Keeper. New Atomic Crops type. Kill or capture. They made top-down Slime Rancher into a roguelike game. I respect it. Explore interesting places. Reminds me a little bit of Neon Abyss when there's like a bunch of mini games to do. But technically I only want to do this part. Where's the slimes? I feel like a lot of that trailer didn't really have a lot of slimes with the player. Isn't that the whole point? Could just be the way how they made the trailer too. Can't always assume that the trailer is good. 25. 100% so far. If the Slime Rancher part of it's good, then I could see that being something. Kadomon. Released into 1.0. Oh my god. No. No, what happened? Mostly negative? Addressing your feedback. So 1.0 was yesterday. For those who haven't seen this game, this is almost think of Super Auto Pets, except it's Pokemon and they can evolve. And they have typings to them as well. Let's watch the trailer. I actually played this in early access. It had some issues, but I don't think it was mostly negative. This is not PvP with other people. I believe this is only offline. It is basically Pokemon Nuzlocke Super Auto Pets. With some like really good monster design too. And legendaries. I would dare say I prefer this game over Poké-Rogue. I couldn't stand Poké-Rogue, but I would actually play this. I probably have like 3 hours in this game in early access, maybe a little bit more. I know Retromation was playing this like non-stop for a while. Not in 1.0, but in early access. And people love the series. What's the issue? Nearly no content, feels like a demo. Game was abandoned and rushed to 1.0. The developers decided to abandon this. Could have been a really fun little game. So people are saying it got rushed to 1.0 from early access. As someone who got the game the first day it went on sale in early access, I can say the 1.0 update added practically nothing. I'm sure the game was abandoned by the devs, and the 1.0 was to avoid it being marked as abandoned. Is this a thing? I don't think I've ever seen a game that's marked as abandoned on Steam. There's lots of games that are in early access hell with no updates, right? All right. The team has been hard at work since early access to make the best version it can be. Now that it's out, we'll be pushing patches to address issues. Thanks for sticking with us. Still, the game is still not in a good state to play. But they're making it seem like there's issues beyond that. I have more hours in the demo version because it was better. Buggy, unbalanced, clearly untested. I would say the balance in the game is a little weird. Some builds, it's like super auto pets, where like some of the pets are clearly like anchors for the whole team, and other ones are just filler. And maybe Pokemon is the same thing, right? Like if you have a Rattata in your group, that Rattata has to be the filler Pokemon and not your Charizard. Yeah, a lot of people are saying Abandoned and 1.0 has nothing new. Have I checked out Lone Star? I have Lone Star. Right? Yeah. I have it. I haven't played it yet. I like the ideas of it. You all know me. At this point, if it's like, it has to either be a really good stream game or a game that I probably am playing offline and just want to play it with people watching. If it's not one of those two, I find it hard for it to show up on the channel. Haste is in both camps. I feel like Haste is a game that is nice to see and also a game I just want to play. So obviously I stream it. This, I don't know if it's in both camps or not. But I do own it. It is not faster than light, I can say that. It's closer to Slay the Spire than it is faster than light. What the dog doing? Dyson, would you say this game's legit? I do have the other furry space game. That is not Lone Star. It would be a little difficult. Well, I could probably just check similar to, right? What in the world is this? I never played Wild Frost. I never played Into the Breach. I did play Hellcard. I actually fell asleep playing this game. True story. I was home by myself. I think Airless was working late or something. I decided to try Hellcard. It was probably 9 o'clock at night. I fell asleep playing this game. I'm not gonna say it's a bad game. It's just... if you have trouble falling asleep, maybe it's a good thing for you. Cobalt Core. I actually do have Cobalt Core. You was waiting on me to play it. Oh, snap. I gotta get through tutorial. I think the tutorial is like pretty generic and a little long. Maybe it can show up on tomorrow's stream before Wholesome vs. Live. I have a couple of games that I'm just sitting on, and that's one of them. 3 Kingdoms Blood Moon. Like Romance of the 3 Kingdoms as a card game. They got Guan Yu and Yuan Ping. Whoa, that is not Dynasty Warriors. There's Guan Jing. There's SSX. Collect epic cards, great unbeatable combos. Let me find out this game's actually legit. endless content, satisfy your something. It was too fast. Are there only 3 characters though? Take on thrilling challenges, uncover the ultimate secret. I guess you can be the cat. I guess Slay the Spire only has 3 characters until they added that 4th one. Four characters? Let's do a quick sus check. All right, no AI disclosure. Interesting, interesting. Yeah, chat, there's quite a lot of stuff. As you can clearly see, roguelikes release every single day on Steam. Sometimes it's just got the tag. Probably shouldn't be tagged as a roguelike at all. But it ends up in our eyeballs somehow. So we'll keep an eye on stuff. We do gotta next game it. We're at least able to hold out until May 29th. Oh, there's the SlimyYy showcase is on Thursday. 2 days, 12 noon. We will be streaming that on Thursday. All right, chat, we got next game it. Haste is looking good though. I'm definitely excited for what the dev is doing for that game. I assume it's probably done, but someone said that they have a workshop coming out. So, like, if people make custom levels, that would be really, really cool. Am I hyped for Marathon Reveal? So, I haven't played anything from Bungie, right? I have not played anything from them since Destiny 1. I hope it actually does well, because I think the dev team is good at making games. And to be fair, like, this genre, no one can seem to beat Escape from Tarkov. I have no idea why, because for some reason that game is like one of the lowest reviewed games, right? Oh, it's not on Steam. Like, everyone dogs on Tarkov, but no game can seem to beat it at extraction shooters. So if they can figure out how to do something about that, then I'm all in on it. I mean, look, I'm okay with playing an FPS game. It's just the extraction shooter genre is almost not to say it's unbeatable, but it's hard to break in. This would be closer to Hunt Showdown than Tarkov. I guess it depends on the gunplay. I feel like this game doesn't have Hunt Showdown's gunplay, which is just like a old school shotgun or rifle, right? I guess Tarkov doesn't have crazy gunplay. It's supposed to be more realistic. So if they found a way to make it fun, then maybe they have a leg up on Tarkov. Not to be toxic, I don't know if you necessarily have to beat Hunt Showdown. I think all the people who want to play Hunt Showdown's already playing it. This is for everybody else. They don't show gameplay in here, right? Chat, we're next game in the Path of Exile, by the way. Assuming it works. It's time to show off my bad character. There's no gameplay in this. Yeah, I mean, people are excited. And it's fun to be excited for things. I will say I won't lose any sleep if it ends up being not good, but if it ends up being good, then hey, I'm a winner too. We all win if the games are good. I'm still kind of upset to see Cattlemon at negative. We did a whole segment on that on YouTube. I assume it's still here. Yeah. It is a hashtag ad, by the way. Sample run. Sample busted setup. I didn't have another copy of Trayvolt. It's still generating nibbles every time it does its special. And remember, each nibble that dies gives all of my units energy. Eventually, Tedum is going to die by itself because... Yeah, it's interesting. Some of the units are designed to die, like super auto pets. It's balanced to lose. So it's like once it dies, then it gives all of your units energy and they do their ultimates. My Warmonger has so much shielding and so much thorns, it can actually solo. And like eventually you get to a point where like something's unkillable because everything else died. The Warmonger's actually... I don't know. Like, maybe I'll take a look at the game to see if it's worthy of a mostly negative review, but I feel like it shouldn't be. Right? Maybe that's saying a lot, though. Maybe you always assume that negative is possible. This is my character so far. I'm not using this weapon. I was for a little bit, but not anymore. I waited 2 years for any marathon news. Slimy, are you gonna be there to watch the stream? I'm not saying that I'm gonna co-stream it, but the live event is gonna be like E3 all over again. It'll be like a Switch 2 Direct. You'll be so happy. Chat, you know what Path of Exile 2 is. I'm currently in Cruel Act 1, right at the end of it. So if I don't screw up, we have to fight the boss of Cruel Act 1. You have to do all of the manor, which every time I load up Path of Exile for the live stream, I always get nervous. But I mean, I think this is a negative right now by itself. Oh wow, I already forgot how to play. Oh my god, white mobs two-shot me. That's fun. Alright, anyway. This is in like a bad spot, game-wise. A lot of complaints that the devs have like sort of addressed a little bit. They've already done multiple patches. Interesting. Why would the audio be coming through my microphone? Take your pick. All right. Oh, it didn't save. Chat, do you all have this many devices? Bet you don't. One of the best parts about being a streamer, that's really loud. Wow. I'm dying. All right. Anyway, so the game's in a bad spot. This game, that is. The devs have already addressed some stuff very quickly, which is a good sign. But I think there's a lot of fundamentals here that they screwed up on, and it's going to be a hard sell. And to be fair, they're also like not updating PoE 1 like they said they would. So people don't like that either. And I guess that's fair. That's them saying they were going to do something and they didn't do it. I do kind of feel like I'm playing PoE 1 when I play this character, though. But it's, like, pretty satisfying.
There's the tyrant in all his rotten glory.
My old character got nerfed to Oblivion. Like, the actual setup, every part of it got nerfed. So I can't even really even think about playing her anymore.
First ones, hear
That's no
our
statue.
laments. Sanity
That's no statue.
recedes ever further into the dark. Shadows
The wind howls.
in the corners, watching.
I lost all of those tornadoes from the wall. That's fun.
It so unsettles our minds. It sits poised to strike. Nowhere is safe.
You know, that actually doesn't do that much damage to me.
Leave him over.
So yeah, if I can get a decent amount of tornadoes out, it's still really loud, right? Oh god. It's actually not that bad of a build. It's just like moments like this where it might be a little unimpressive. Where I can have to wait for the build up again. This character can also parry. But it's so hard to know like when something's allowed to be parried or not, unless it's a very obvious basic attack. Outside of that, it's like a guessing game if I should even consider doing the parry. Any slam won't get parried. Projectiles you can parry, but it doesn't count as a parry. You just block it. Spells you can't parry. So like this new character, which is Huntress, a lot of its gameplay is around doing parries like that. But that's an easy monster. It's a wolf that's gonna melee me. Just like block it and then move on. Other monsters, even ones that look like they're melee, they'll do a slam and it just doesn't count. But it's also, I guess the other part that people complain about is slow gameplay. Like, just fundamentally, it's very different than PoE 1. I keep losing my whirlwind because of these tornadoes I summoned. Which is like super awkward. I'm supposed to be making 3 of these, but then sometimes a tornado will come over and override it. And I don't know why I would ever want it to override my existing whirlwind. Especially considering I can make like 10 tornadoes out of 1 whirlwind. I think when 1 tornado eats it, it only gives me 1 tornado. So it like doubles the tornado, but it's 1 into 1. Rather than like 1 whirlwind making 20 tornadoes. Unless they're ice tornadoes. For some reason, ice tornadoes will not override my existing whirlwind. No idea what the difference is. There may be no difference. It may be bugged for all I know. Apparently the tornado was bugged and was doing more damage than it was supposed to, and they already nerfed that. Very sad. I'm gonna say I'm dead if I stay there. So despite all the complaints, I mean, it's still Path of Exile to me. I'm still gonna play it and try to make something out of it. But I won't say that this is the perfect patch, at least for my witch. My witch is crying in the corner right now. I'm not gonna do that. Gonna say, is there a rare in here? when the patch first launched, everything had like way too much HP. They reduced some of the sizes of the maps. There's been like multiple things done already. See, like I'm holding parry right now, but like I'm just sitting there waiting to block. Earlier in the campaign, this character felt a lot worse than it is now. I actually think I'm in a decent spot. Decent-ish spot. There's a couple of problems we're gonna have on bosses based on how boss maps look. This is not a magic caster, by the way. This is all attacks, even though it looks like a caster. Please pick it up. Hopefully the game's not super loud. It sounds okay for me, but if it sounds too loud, just let me know. There's also a little bit of desync whenever I do this. Sometimes the tornado comes out, but I haven't actually moved. And then the game teleports me to the spot where I should be. And stuff like that, it's hard to say, oh, this wasn't tested at all. It's like there's a billion different abilities in this game with tons of interactions. Like, even just to hire an additional tester for that, like, how could they possibly test everything? I'm just gonna keep this up. Why have people been hating on this patch? You haven't played in a while? Probably the big issue that most people had was everything in the game got nerfed. Like, almost nothing escaped. Which I guess in some ways, like, is better that way, right? Nerf everything. But obviously, not everyone's gonna like that, especially if this is their, wow, that really hurt, if this is their first Path of Exile. Or even if they did play Path of Exile 1, and they're just not used to it being early access, I'm gonna say, what is hitting me? See, wow. Areas like this is pretty good for me. All right, phase 2. That's like awful. I take so much damage for literally no reason. And I can't defend against it. The game does have dodge roll. This is like the most Elden Ring fight in the whole game, I feel. It's so good. Yo, we skipped the other phase. That's nice. Where he goes invulnerable. But this is like the perfect arena for a boss like this. If it was a boss where it's like a giant and it's outside the platform, like hitting you with his fist, really tough for me because I think the twisters are bound by the area I'm in. And unless the boss's hitbox exists on this area, I don't think I do any damage. But we'll have to wait and see if that comes up.
Kill her. But first,
but yeah, that's Path of Exile right there. Basically.
Madness. As you wish.
Outside of that, like all the nerfs, I think pacing is still an issue for a lot of people. Like, some people just don't want to do combos. And to be fair, like, my attack, it's this to make the chilled ground. So I have to already have chilled ground out. It's 3 of these to get the maximum stage of whirlwind. And then it's R to prep my twisters. And then you right click. But that's without frenzy charges. I need frenzy charges, which happens if I freeze or if I do a parry. So like sometimes I don't even get to the twister part before I do a setup to get some frenzy charges. If you compare that to even my own Path of Exile 1 character that was just doing spin to win, I just have to do like 1 attack and then spin for as long as I can for the entirety of the map until I run out of rage. And some builds have like auto-generated rage to circumvent that.
We can fight till next time.
You've done good luck. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Oh, this might be a rip ears, I think. I'm gonna have a cutscene. I don't think the volume will be turned down at all. Loot is also a problem. People find that there is definitely not enough loot. And even if you do find something, how to manipulate it into a good item. That seems to be very few and far between.
Hello. It seems
So like right now I have 2 spears. One is already trash. The other one, for me to even consider it, it needs to roll physical or cold or both. And I don't have a lot of options to make that happen. I don't think physical is an attack mod. I guess I may as well just try it to see. Oh, it is. So yeah, like I hit physical here. You try to get it a random addition. We hit crit bonus, which is bad. For me, anyway. And then you could try to go to the next stage up. Which I hit lightning, which is bad. Because we need cold. And then I would have to pay these to make it, not even make it better, but keep rolling to add stuff on top of it. I can't necessarily re-roll what's already there.
The Countess has escaped with the beast.
Oh no, she has the beast! I almost thought I couldn't skip that. But yeah, I'm in the second part of the campaign.
Well,
Act 3 is decently long. And we need gear. So that's basically what I'll be doing, is going through the rest of this campaign.
So this is the
If you're
best way.
playing
What's
Path of
the
Exile
point?
yourself,
I'm no stranger to slaying beasts.
you're more than welcome to a backseat. I don't think I have any empty slots. Sniper's Mark, but not a lot of things to do with it. It is very much a different game than PoE 1. And I guess in some ways, even if I think about Final Fantasy 14, in some ways you just wish it was the old game but HD. I've been there myself. I get it. There's a lot of dead ends. Wow, that doesn't kill. I hate that move. I feel like it actually doesn't do anything. Even though it's supposed to be a payoff move. Like, I should just twist her. If they're frozen, I'm supposed to be able to pop them with this. I feel like it never does anything. Like, I gotta say, this is satisfying. I am more than happy to do that every second of every day. Maybe that did some damage. New mechanic.
Haste.
This thing right here. It's gonna look for a rare monster on the map and then make it stronger. And then supposedly I get rewards from it. It never seems like I do. I kinda want this.
Don't lose him now.
Having a little bit of trouble with mana. Say, where are you taking me? All the way back to... Oh, it's this. Somehow I passed by this, or did it spawn a new one?
Almost there. Don't give up now.
I would call that not dropping anything. But I'm pretty sure if you looked at Path of Exile 1, loot isn't much better, I'd imagine.
The wind howls.
I don't know, maybe I don't know PoE 1 that much. I think I already have like I have over 1,000 hours in PoE 1. It's like kind of incredible. Incredible bad, not incredible good. I'm almost of the right mind, so like I would love to try making a new channel. What's going on here? Just a random one-off channel complaining about PoE and how like I can't seem to make the builds I want. People are like super receptive to that for some reason. They would love to backseat anyone about Path of Exile, I've come to find out.
I clean tell.
No loot filter, by the way. Not a fan of slot machine upgrades. But I feel like PoE has always been that. But I guess like in PoE 1, you could go to a crafting bench and put on some guaranteed stuff or take off stuff. And it costs, like it's not free to do that. But there's no crafting bench in this game. Everything is some kind of RNG roll, like how I just did. I mean, that... you gotta admit, like, that's actually kind of impressive. And it's not even at its maximum level. I'm just gonna kill these before they actually become a problem. Oh, I could... Oh, we have frenzy charges. I was gonna say I could farm frenzy charges and then go in. I thought I got one shot. Market, please? Parry it, please? Yeah, I'm sure other builds might one-shot something like this. But I mean, I like what I'm doing at least. Worst case scenario, you made a build that you don't even like to play. We just have to solve some issues. That's probably like the #1 thing to do in PoE is solve an issue. Oh, I have to wait 10 seconds to do this. All right. Your thing is done. Oh, we have access to this stuff now.
Wind Serpent's Fury consumes all your frenzy charges to create great wind serpents, repeatedly damaging and knocking back enemies. The more frenzy charges, the more serpents you will fire. Wind Serpent's Fury consumes all
It has
your
a
frenzy
lot of
charges to create
attack
great
damage.
wind serpents, repeatedly damaging and knocking back enemies.
Question is
The
that
more
better
frenzy
than just
charges-
doing twisters?
Spear of Solaris invokes the power of the sun god herself to call down a pillar of fire that smites your enemies.
It's probably this,
Spear
and
of
then you
Solaris
turn it into
invokes
cold.
The power of the sun god herself to call down a pillar of fire that smites your enemies.
Actually, I don't know if cold conversion works the way I think it does. Sorry, cat hair. So it's... we do all. Cold. If support skills would gain extra damage of any other type, they gain extra cold. I don't think that's going to convert my fire attack into a cold attack. We have to get that from somewhere else, which I assume doesn't exist in this game. I mean, I do some elemental damage. And then I have to find a spot to put that in. And then we have to gain glory, which is a stat that like we don't typically have that much of. Modifiers to number of projectiles do not apply. Can't be evaded. And then it has ignited ground, which does work with the twisters. I just highly doubt this will see play. And then we have to actually put some gems on it. And we have to find a slot for it, which is going to be the other hard part. Yeah, I'd have to opt out of the parry if I want to try it. Oh, we need pursuit. This is 25% more. Huh. I wonder if this is the same number. So 25% more weapon elemental damage compared to 25% more melee damage. I'd be worried that this doesn't work for some reason. This projectile so supports attacks that use a weapon, cause them to deal more elemental damage. Like, does that count? The DPS number went up. The DPS number one is very bad, just to say that. Which makes me think that I probably shouldn't even be considering it, but we will certainly see. It's not always available either. We end up losing parry for that, which could be a problem. All right, what am I doing? The way I played through this, like, a lot of people make builds ahead of time to try to figure out what they're gonna do before even the patch notes come out. Typically, I don't do that. I will say I just don't do that. Some people's whole channels are around League start, making builds for League start. There's definitely nothing wrong with that. If anything, it is the right way to play the game. We will solve those issues as we see them.
Best think twice before doing that here.
Who goes there? I only hope. Hello!
Quick shop check. Resistance ring. Apparently I need some attributes. I need like 5 decks. Requires 119. Wow, yeah. See if we get lucky. Well, it already has 6 strength on it, so that was not a good purchase. Yeah.
I will tell your tale.
Shop
No need
check.
to rush.
So some of this stuff is armor and evasion. I think I want to just get evasion. At least as of right now, because our strength is not very high. It's going to be kind of hard to equip some of this stuff. I do believe she has nothing for us.
Strike like the scorpion.
See if we get lucky. Chat, the whole game's about getting lucky. Trash.
All right.
Oh, this one's already done. Mana.
Care.
It's not outright unusable. It's still gonna be weaker unless we hit some other stuff on it. One more. 5 to 9 cold. Instead of 18. That's a tier... The tier 2? So this thing... Oh, wait, it goes backwards now. I think. Tier 1 equals bad. Tier 6 equals good. So yes, bad. At least get
Young one.
a 10th of my regal back. Alright. Very successful start.
With the trail, fight to the last.
We have to follow the trail of the beast. Click the gate and then walk back. I don't mind like having to go through a campaign. I don't know how long people's average campaign runs are right now. It's for me, it's like fairly long.
It's short. The hala.
Especially if the build isn't like super great. I've been doing pretty much like 1 act of the campaign per day. And it's 6 acts. We're currently on act 5, I guess you can say. So yeah, I'm about 5 days in, I would say. Not staying up super late, going to bed at reasonable hours. Playing other stuff as well, still got time for Marvel Rivals. Had time to finish Invincible Season 3. So I'm not, like, giga tryharding right now. I'm not racing anybody. Except myself, I guess. And so far, I've only looked at, like, maybe 2 videos for other people's characters. Just because sometimes there's so many different things that you can put on, different jewels, that I just forget what the options are. Alright, let's see if I ever get enough glory for this. Dang, I already missed not having Harry. Feels bad. So, like, those kicks, I don't think you can parry those because they're slams. Which makes absolutely no sense. That probably can't parry it. I don't know if I'm getting any glory. I'm getting frenzy charges. But I don't know how good that serpent move is. The chance it's not good at all. Especially if I'm using frenzy charges to do this. Eventually, I should want to tame a beast. This would be a tamed beast. I don't think it would give me the lightning, which is like what you would want to take from it. Yo, a trunk. Holy. That was worth a whole checkpoint. I assume that could spawn as rare. Oh my god, almost got one shot by a white monster. White is in common, with like no special attributes to it. Plus, say, please stop taking over my whirlwinds. Yeah, they were saying, I guess I should pick these up. One of the other issues people had was map size. Just the maps are so big with so many dead ends. Some of the dead ends were actually content that's not in the game yet. Which is a little bit of a tough thing to admit. As a dev. Like, oh yeah, you're seeing doors that you can't access because they didn't actually get to a ship. Oh, I should probably prep. Yeah, I haven't used this even once. Like, it hasn't been active at all. Like, even if it's my boss killer, I don't know if I can break boss poise that much. Heavy stun buildup might be a build by itself. Like, do I need anything on this map? Sometimes there'll be extra objectives, but it looks like this is just a straight shot.
In the shadows of
I have not done my second ascension.
Countless generations.
I've only gotten one single chaos thing so far, and I have not seen a single other one drop. So I am just a level 1 huntress going through this, which is whatever. Oh, I still have parry, I just don't have the spender.
We must show them our strength. Perhaps. For all those who live in the plains of Asteri.
What's bro talking about? So yeah, like, whatever this becomes, I'm hoping that freeze is the big part of it. I've not really seen any unique spears at all. I'm already carrying the first unique weapon I found, which was a quarterstaff, which I am getting no use out of. Like, I guess I'm not logged into streamer client. I've been playing the game offline too much.
That was almost a challenge.
Dang, no evasion weapons. Or evasion armors at all. I get another tier 13, I'll try Twister. At least we know that we get some use. If it's good, it may not be good. Ow. Like, even small stuff like that sends me reeling. It's like everything's so painful. So parry check? Could not parry that. Just as I thought. Jeez. Level 33? This map is level 51. It's like I haven't upgraded gear because it ends up looking like that. Down we go. Last epoch, new update is next week, I think, the 17th.
This is no mine. It's
Might show up as a hashtag ad. Either way, I will probably check it out. I do actually enjoy last epoch. Did that backwards. We lost some bonus damage. Chaos barrages. Who's still alive? Oh my god. All right. I actually have to spend this on something. Elemental Sundering, which is a skill that I really don't know if it's doing anything. So this requires something to have an ailment for it to do its damage. 30% more, 25% more. I know we had weapon elemental there. I hope that works. We could definitely cold infusion. %35% damage as cold damage on freezing an enemy. So I'm hitting an enemy that's already frozen. Increase duration, shield ground, freeze buildup. Can consume frenzy charges for skill speed. I think shatter? No. I swear there's something on hitting an enemy that's already frozen. Destroying an ice crystal. Ice crystals are solid blocks of ice that can be damaged. When destroyed, they deal cold damage. I think I have something that might be able to do ice crystals. But that's like pretty far out. Yeah, huh. I thought there was one where it's like, you can't freeze, but you deal damage to frozen target. Can't inflict elemental ailments, but does more, but it's only 10%. And the cold thing would be more than that. Can do this for now until something else shows up. But yeah, something like that where I have 100 different gems to think about. That's where I might consider seeing what someone else has done. What does each consecutive hit window mean in Warrior's Abyss? The window time to finish your charge attack or after a dash? I think it's technically both. So it's like every attack combo has an X amount of time that you need to press a button, and active window extends that time. So like you could attack, dash, and then attack after, if that number is high enough. But it's not just to help out your dash, it helps out everything, really. In some ways, you might think, like, when do I ever not take that? But I guess, like a roguelike game, maybe that just doesn't show up. I think eventually you'll get a little bit of everything after you get whatever your main build is. Been confused for the past few days? Warrior's Abyss is a confusing game. They only have been adding to help players understand what's going on. There's more information now than there was at launch in the game itself. And I don't know like where they're looking for feedback. Of course, I have my own vid up. I assume they... Well, I did one reply to a tweet they made. But my request was not put into the last batch. So for all I know, they blocked me on site. Currently, my one request is about the difficulty unlocks. Oh my god. Yeah, everything's evasion energy shield. Which I feel like we're not gonna get any use out of. I don't think the character wants evasion energy shield. I'm just following the twisters.
Fire and iron, flesh and bone. Insane? I'll show you insane.
Yeah, fights like this suck for me too. Where like I can't really do the mechanics, I have to do this the whole time. I think this puts fire on the field. Wow, it died. Wake. All right. Yeah, see, everything's energy shield.
Winds praise you on the please.
All right, so
Hundreds.
grab this thing. Because even on that boss, I never got Spear of Solaris. Not even once. Knockback distance gets uniques. Like, it'd be sick if knockback did something for Frenzy Gauge. Grants you frenzy charges on freeze, electrocute, and pin, but not knockback. And then the more frenzy charges I have, the better it is. Oh, is that it? For this whole area? Okay. This section's going by a lot more quickly than I expected. I figured I would have struggled on some of these fights, but for some reason, I am actually doing some damage. Unless the bug is back where Twister's doing 50% more than it should be. I doubt it. There was a time where I struggled to stream this game.
I know what it is, but there is
Like, I would get encoding overload and lag, but right now it's been kinda okay.
If you are the I will. Goodbye.
I want to say that's it. Dump off this stuff. Can't even use this because it needs 65 int and 36 strength. What in the world? Big crit chance on it. That's like kind of beefy. No cold damage. And it's got all of its prefixes and suffixes done, so this is getting sold. I don't know if we'll ever have 65 strength. That seems like a lot. I'm at 61. Like, do I dare use a Regal on this? My resistances are minimum right now. We have not been really thinking about that in campaign. Usually I feel like you don't really need to. Like, I don't like using exalts on stuff like this. Alright. We take that. Forgot we had parry on stuff too. Oh wow, this goes up to level 3? I guess it scales as your character levels up.
Young one.
I mean, to be fair, I feel like this isn't outright awful so far.
Do not wander. Speak
Or-
up. Speak up.
I'll hold it. I just don't think I'm gonna have 65 in anytime soon. All right, send me back.
Best think twice before doing that here.
This part of the campaign, I think, can be a little long. And I still need to do my other ascension. Even now, like, no other coins have dropped. And it has to be a coin that will actually give me an ascension point. This isn't a roguelike. It's random.
Finally some shade. I'm sweating like a stuck
I don't think maps are procedurally generated, but the layouts can change. Well, speak of the devil, that showed up. This is level 52. How annoying is this gonna be? I kind of want to do it now. Part of me thinks I should wait until I'm a little bit stronger. Maxwell, are you playing Path of Exile? We also reference this game a lot when it comes to other roguelikes. So maybe I have to be playing this. Oh, let's test our E. Does not kill blue monsters. It has nothing on it, so I mean... maybe it never would have killed a blue monster, but... I would love to have seen that actually pop off without needing help. You don't have the time for a game like this? What a good answer. Technically, I don't have the time for this game. My productivity's out the window on every new Path of Exile patch. If I'm lucky, though, the build will certainly help. The better the build, the faster I can get through this. And get to working on whatever YouTube vid I have working on. Gorgeous looking. The game's on console, too. I know a couple of people who are playing this on PS5. With crossplay? Holy. You gotta play at that point. I probably don't need my character to take a step to do that move. I just lost all of my twisters to that corner. They didn't even bounce. They just fizzled. All right, what was I gonna do? This thing. Yeah, that number's like not great. We'll have to get support gems and see if we can boost it at all. I'm playing dad with 3 kids, trying to read and do booktube, and playing Magic CEDH. I don't think I've heard CEDH before.
Good eye. Let's run this witch down.
What format is that? If that's to be called a format. Like, I know Commander and Standard. And by no, I mean no of. I don't actually play it. A little laggy. Well, not laggy. A little FPS drop here. A little pixelization.
Don't give it a chance to recover.
Need a moment.
Down. Don't let up.
That was almost a challenge.
Yeah, it's like at this point, I need a filter to just show me only evasion items. Competitive Commander. I thought Commander was like the party game version of Magic the Gathering. And Standard was the competitive version. Like, Commander's usually done with 4 people, right?
Who are these lasses then? They have an air of importance.
Yes, it's competitive 4-player. I didn't think that was a thing. I figured it was always like party game when it's more than 2 people. Not being toxic, I am genuinely interested. Oh, it's 1v1v1. I thought it was 2v2 for some reason. And isn't that the one that you play with like a 100 card deck? Mandatory? Magic's such a fascinating game to me sometimes. Because you'll always think that it's always casual. But the competitive scene, you all are doing some freaking work out there.
Feels like it were meant to.
Yeah, see, for some reason that feels like a format that people are doing for fun. Almost like cube format. Oh, just you have to use specific cards from these certain sets and not allowed to use anything else. Does that make sense? Like, those sound like house rules to me. See, I can't get frenzy charges. on a monster like this. It's just not possible. I have to get lucky and just get like a random assortment of frenzy charges. Did I pass her? Wow, that hurts.
Any more time?
Oh, I guess you would get frenzy charges from Sniper's Mark. But that requires crit. Wow, really? I got stuck. And I couldn't pass through her with Whirlwind. Like, typically, see how sometimes I don't move with it? It's supposed to follow my mouse, but sometimes she'll just do it right in front of herself. Came from people who wanted to play Commander, but wanted to win the game. I like the idea of Commander, because the structure decks are really fun. Where it has, like, the one character on the front of it. And for some reason, like, one of the structure decks is always, like, quadruple the price of the other ones. How does that work? Yeah, why did I not take a step?
Need more time.
I think I'm doing that move too late. I'm not actually getting the execute. Unfortunate death. If this was hardcore, I would have been out of the game.
Coin.
At least we have 2 of these now. Armor. Sounds like Pokemon tournament rules. I've watched a little bit of competitive Pokemon when they have it up on their YouTube page. I have never watched competitive Magic the Gathering. I can say that. Not being toxic, all I'm saying is that I don't think I've ever seen Wizards of the Coast official YouTube page showing a tournament for Magic the Gathering. Do they just not do that? Even Yu-Gi-Oh! Has, like, started to try to show some of it sometimes. They don't do it all the time, though. Wow. E. Wow. Didn't have MSRP for a while, so when they would release decks, cards came in the community would realize one is more powerful and buy them all up and raise the price up. I've sold a couple of Commander decks on eBay in my lifetime. Not scalping. We would do... Well, my friend would take me to Friday Night Magic or whatever, and the prize pool would be just one of the structure decks. I'm not going to do anything with it. So I get the money I paid for entering the tournament back. That's not scalping. Sometimes I give it to my buddy, though, the one who would take me there. Or on the flip side, sometimes he would take me to Magic to get an additional chance that essentially he wins. Because then I just give him all the stuff and he owes me McDonald's. If he puts it on eBay after, that's not my fault. What is this move speed? Like... It takes her 9 years to walk to one spot, as if like something here specifically is chilled ground. And she just couldn't pass over it. It's like my own ground was slowing me. What's the McDonald's order? I mean, that would have been many, many years ago, but it would have just been a 10-piece nugget and fries. I am a very simple man. I don't do Filet-O-Fish. I don't do Big Macs. I will do a quarter pounder with just cheese and nothing else. But I have not been to McDonald's in easily 8 years? Sounds about right. Hot and spicy McChicken. Sounds like a hot and spicy trip to the toilet. But to be fair, I will join you on that. I'm not going to say no to it. What we haven't found, no one has made like air fryer equivalent to McDonald's nuggets. No one. And if you all have figured out who sells it, I'm all ears, because we've gone through every brand of nugget known to mankind. And it's always like panko breading or something like that. No one has done that, like that film. That crust. I want the crusty nugget, you know? No one does that. We had one special event that me and Airless went to, where day one of the event, the food court had those kind of nuggets. And then day two, they went back to the Walmart Great Value brand. Unbelievable. I'll try the trial. We have 2 coins. I might go the infusion route. Seems fun, at least. Oh, and we have some resistance, too. Oh, whoops, not yet. Really? Put the coin in first. And then we want honor resistance. Oh, this is gonna kill our setup a little bit, but honor resistance beats everything. Yeah, I have no horizontal slots. That's okay. Someone said, V, this is not a roguelike game. You're about to see the roguelike mode right here. There's a very, very high chance I lose in this area, but if we get enough relics that I just circumvent the need for damage or survivability, then we'll be happy. I'd say the biggest issue is, like, I'm not going to want to kill anything as I walk. And sometimes you'll get bombarded with monsters, especially in an area like this. But ideally, I just want to skip everything. Within reason, of course. Oh, was I supposed to do something up there? Oh, no, I have to walk around. So back through the fire. If you fail this dungeon, you lose the coin and fail the whole thing. You only get one try. Wow. And the healing in this area is completely different. You have a honor health bar, and that's your life bar. Like, leveling health on your character does nothing except increase that bar. If your character is like a block character, Giga Tank, you will still lose if this goes to 0, and it can't be healed by normal means. Alright. One choice, max armor down. Oh, max honor down. That's different than armor. Guess we're going for the one merchant. It's not fun. My setup for this, I have not actually gone in here with this kind of setup. My hope is that it still functions. I feel like there's a world where hitting the whole map might be an issue. Oh, wow. Especially if I can't see.
The eye of the storm.
I lost another, like, 50 honor because I didn't even know the spikes were there. Just trying to weave in a single tornado if I can help it. I don't know about that move. I could go back to Shocking Lance as well. That is a way to get electricity, which would give me frenzy charges. I can't. Yeah, like this is very... I don't know what to call this. It's like kind of difficult to play here. With my setup specifically. Like trying to balance between doing these steps and then firing off my shot before I have to move, or else I take honor damage. We have done this floor before, so it's not like I've never been here. All right, this one's just hit all the buttons before the timer goes to 0. Read. I was gonna say I kind of want that relic, but we don't have the space for it. This is a problem. That's a problem. Like, I can technically... Wow. Why didn't she just do the move? I can technically walk while I do that.
Impressive endurance.
Yeah, that's not that bad. I feel so slow for some reason.
In the desert.
You have no energy shield, which is fine. Back now, W's in the chat for your son. Peed on the potty for the first time. Yo, W's in the chat indeed. You're gonna have a lot of firsts.
Need more time.
Early congrats for all the firsts that are coming up for you.
Disrupted.
Let's grab this. This runs for you, Maxwell. Or at least this floor. Everything after this floor is up in arms. Money lost on hit. Probably not awful. Survive. Survive. Oh, wow, lag? If some of the... Oh, wow. If some of the bad reviews was on optimization, I will go ahead and say I agree.
That was almost challenging.
My main character is legit about to just stand still and do nothing. I didn't kill it. This move does no damage.
Swift magnificence.
If I could just get through this, I'll be happy. I'll be happy with floor 1. Obviously, like, being the whole thing would be nice. Gain Fountain of Youth. Take a crap ton of damage. Restore honor at the boss room. Reduce merchant prices. 50% more monster health. Wow. 300 damage now, and we have some reduction. Are these Mariketh shrines? These things right here. I don't think the game necessarily tells you what a Mariketh shrine even is. Feels like a skip, to be honest. Like, if I take this and it's something bad, I'll never hear the end of it. Defeat the ritual casters. See? Roguelike game.
Has been disrupted.
Lady, I would love to have literally anything. Anything I can equip would be nice. Minor random, take some damage. That one's not that bad. Reward chest. Take damage when you open a chest. This floor is doubled. I think we do this. The next 10 monsters are killed automatically. Love that. So if we see something blocking our path, we just kill it. Or if it's a rare, we kill it. Not gonna waste it on stuff like this. I could actually hold it for as long as possible too, I believe. I think it lasts for the whole run, not just this one biome. Yeah, it's like, give me easy ones like this, please. I actually have to kill these.
Storm's coming.
That counted against me. That's so awful. Max honor. We'll take that. All right, this boss. We have done this before. It's a good arena for us, but again, I have to do all of the steps, and the steps themselves could get me killed. First time freezing it.
Beware of what falls.
Gonna say I do have to do a melee attack at least. Nice. You know what? Not bad. Not bad.
This'll do nicely.
I expect that to be 10 times worse. I like how Twitch told me the stream has ended when you reset the app. UI is awful. I hear you. I haven't used the app in a while, though. I remember people were complaining about it being TikTokified. Is that still the case?
Onwards. Use that well.
Gold Royal. was gonna say, I don't think you can pass on that. The rest is fine. Floor 2. We have to do this part to actually get the ascension. YouTube streaming has it too on mobile. I have not checked out YouTube streaming on mobile. Did you get to see me on YouTube streaming on mobile? This is less damage dealt, I believe. 10%. We already don't have armor, I believe. Yeah, I already don't have armor. You always tune in on Twitch. Yeah, we haven't done a YouTube live stream in a bit. Oh no, I guess we did it when we had the tier list being shown. And that actually was pretty nice. Oh, I kill these in one hit. I'm over here doing my whole combo. Yeah, I swear there's no evasion stuff. Alright. Just gotta find the other elite. Ignore everything else. So we don't waste the one-hit kill. Apparently that wasn't it. This is my last twister. Oh, I have 2 twisters left.
A great challenge overcome.
Alright, let's get out of here. Crap, I lost it. I hit 2 things, apparently. Unlucky, I guess.
An oasis in the desert.
Shop. May not have enough money to buy anything. That's fun. I just worry, like, can I do this on every monster in the trial? Especially ranged ones. Like, are they gonna let me set up my whole combo like that?
I need a moment to prepare.
Good riddance.
Oh, I know how much money I have. 300?
Rest a while.
Unlucky.
May that serve you.
Alright. More games to have roguelike modes implemented or separate modes. Something about building your character from scratch and seeing how it evolves. But not every game needs it. To be fair, the only, I guess, roguelike part about this is the dungeon itself. I would have loved a Path of Exile where, like, okay, the entire thing is a roguelike. That's kind of like how I play the game already, is I don't know what my build's gonna be until I do the campaign and, like, go through it. Most people don't play the game like that. I took a hit. I think at this point, Diablo has a mode like this too. In Diablo 4. But theirs, you basically have like a pick 2 at the end of each arena, where it's just like increase all monster HP, but you get like 1.5 times gold. So I'd say it's a little uninteresting, but maybe someone would say this is no worse or no better. As long as I get to the boss, with 2 bosses, with a decent amount of HP, I think I'll be happy. I used to struggle on the boss of this biome, but I haven't been too bad with it lately. Oh, you're frozen. Nice.
A great challenge overcome.
No such thing as pure evasion armor. I'm sure there's an area where you would play Huntress and take both armor and evasion, but I just don't think I'll have the strength for it. More honor when you enter the boss room. This would remove some of my resistance. This one's probably not that bad. Running out of